Building a yacht is a relatively easy thing to do. You need a factory, you need some designers and technicians. You need the molds and the tooling to make the components. And you need a good workforce to put everything together. Those are the essential ingredients for building a yacht, but as with anything else that requires ingredients, if you put them together incorrectly, nobody is going to let you cook for them again. The doors of your restaurant will stay firmly closed. Today I'm in the town of Oundle, near Peterborough in the United Kingdom, where the Fairline Shipyard have been successfully combining the elements necessary for quality yacht building for over 51 years. During that time, the ownership has changed occasionally, but they have never lost sight of the vital ingredients that have resulted in over 12,000 Fairline yachts being launched and a loyal client base that keeps coming back to them time and time again. And when you look at the styling of the yachts they produce, it's easy to see why. This is the Fairline Targa 43, the smallest in the range of yachts that they've launched so far. Compact, sporty, and remarkably versatile, it makes a perfect reference vessel for me to look at to get an understanding of how Fairline have managed to achieve such levels of success in a sector of the market that is tremendously competitive. In Oundle today, I see these yachts lined up in construction, and I'm interested to see what measures Fairline have taken to ensure that when they reach the client, they will leave them wanting to come back for more. In many respects, the recipe for success starts in Fairline's technical department. Here, these two men are like the Roux brothers of yachting. Andrew Pope, who is the head of concept design for Fairline, and Italian designer Alberto Mancini.
It's just choosing from more Me Too brands. And we don't want to be a Me Too brand, we want to offer something.
Pope is one of the most customer-focused designers I have ever met. Listening to him talk, it is very clear that his mission is to produce yachts that are designed the way a yacht owner wants it to be designed, and not necessarily the way that is easiest or most cost-effective for the shipyard. To accomplish this, the Fairline design team and Mancini and his team will produce simple drawings of a prototype yacht and then take them to Fairline dealers and Fairline clients to get their feedback and their input. Frankly, it takes some courage to do that, since you just don't know what yacht owners are going to ask for, and you certainly don't want to disappoint them. The fact is that usually everybody wants something different. And that's why I say that the smallest yacht in the Fairline range is the best case study to look at, because if a builder is prepared to offer many different options on the smallest of their yachts, you can be sure they will on the larger ones too. And Fairline excel themselves with the variety on offer with the 43, even allowing their client base to choose between different cabin arrangements depending on the way that they intend to use the yacht. I worked for a production yacht builder for many years, so I do know what a nuisance it is when clients want to change something on a production yacht. The whole point of a production line is that you can produce 5, 10, 20 units all identical to each other and all as cost effective as possible. That is, if you want to make as much money as possible. If, on the other hand, you want to balance a healthy profit with customer satisfaction and build a loyal client base, you have to be versatile. And I can't help thinking that some of the passion for the Fairline brand that I hear from Fairline owners when I'm on my travels is partly due to that versatility. But versatility alone is not enough. A yacht owner needs to feel a sense of pride when he looks at his yacht because it looks sensational. It's something that puts a smile on his face when he arrives at the dock, exhausted from weeks or months of hard work. And that's where Alberto Mancini comes in. Mancini has the responsibility of doing what Italian designers do best, making each yacht look fabulous, both when it's resting at anchor and when it's ploughing through the waves under power. Mancini has successfully worked with Fairline, not just to encase a versatile layout in a very attractive packaging, but also in developing a family feeling to the design of the range of yachts. This is the Fairline Targa 63 GT, the largest of the Targa range, of which the 43 is the smallest sibling. The design features are very similar indeed. They are both instantly recognisable as a Fairline Targa, but the 63 offers a full 2 extra cabins. Although I should add that in line with Fairline's efforts to keep their clients happy, this is also available as a 3-cabin yacht, and you can even order it with more open air space in the form of the GTO version. The same is true of Fairline's Squadron range of yachts that run from the 48 through to the 65. Anybody who knows Fairline yachts will instantly connect these with the Fairline brand through their styling. But they've been sympathetically brought into the 21st century with huge hull windows to allow light to gush into the yacht, and a very elegant and modern interior design. This combination of versatility and styling is put together by a highly experienced workforce, and I can honestly say that I have never seen a production yacht builder work in quite this way. Many builders will have the hulls and superstructures produced off-site and transported in, but each one of Fairline's 3 factories in Oundle contains everything necessary to build specific models from their range. Hulls, decks, superstructures and liners are all produced from large moulds, whilst another area in each facility is dedicated to producing smaller moulds such as helm stations, lockers and seating. When the unit pops out of the mould, it is lifted into position in an area reserved for fitting out, so that the deck level of a yacht can be finished at exactly the same time as the hull is being divided by bulkheads and fitted out with air conditioning, electrics, plumbing and cabinetry. Workers here are dedicated to one particular discipline, so that they become very quick and very efficient at their job, allowing Fairline to offer a consistently high quality and still be cost effective. By the time that the superstructure is ready to be fitted to the hull, each yacht is practically complete, so that all remains is for it to be lowered into a test tank so that engines and systems can be tested. While it's there, Fairline technicians also point high pressure sprays of water at the superstructure to ensure that there is no water infiltration, even under pretty extreme conditions. One of the most notable things that I learned at Fairline was that one of the larger pieces of the yacht that is moulded is called a liner. That is essentially a footprint of the yacht. Now, I'm not aware of other builders that do this, but by fitting a liner to the bottom of the hull, not only is it easier to fit the interior bulkheads, but the liner also acts to stiffen the yacht, making Fairline yachts incredibly strong when out at sea, even in more heavy seas when most owners would rather be at home. I do seem to see Fairline yachts everywhere I go on my travels, and I occasionally get to talk to owners and to captains. I have to say, it seems to be one of those brands that nobody has a bad word to say about. And having looked today behind the scenes, I kind of understand why that is. They're beautifully designed, wonderfully engineered vessels, but in my opinion, their success is started even before that. It started in their approach towards new construction projects. And if there's one thing that will stay in my mind from today's visit, it's the words of Andrew Pope, who said that we build yachts that our clients want to have, not the yachts that we want them to have. Now, that is a real recipe for success, and with the ingredients that Fairline yachts have at their disposition, I have very little doubt that they have a fabulous future ahead.